Yeah. Now consumer price index for cost of living index number ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So let us will know what do you mean by consumer price index. The consumer price index, or it can also be called as cost of living index number. So it is nothing but the index number of the cost which is met by a specified class of consumers in buying a basket of goods and services. Whatever the variations that are going to be taken places in the prices over the period of time during the time of purchasing goods and services, that will be calculated or that is represented by the consumer price index number. In calculating consumer price index number, there are two methods. One is aggregate expenditure method, which is exactly equals to the weighted aggregate method. So, where the consumer price index can be calculated by considering the CLI is nothing but P1 sigma P1 P0 divided by sigma P0 P0 into 100. And the second method, that is called as family budget method, also with the help of this also we can able to calculate the cost of living index. This is equals to weighted average of price relatives method. The formula for this is sigma IW divided by sigma W. These are the two methods where we are going to calculate the consumer price index. So let us will see one of the problem here. They have given construct the consumer price index number for the year 2012 on the basis of the year 2006. So we have to calculate under both methods, that is family budget as well as the aggregate expenditure method. So these are the given information. One, they have given items, one base 2006 consumed quantity, that is the quantity for the year 2006, and the price for the year 2006 and price for the year 2012. So here 2006 will be considered as the base year and 2012 will be considered as the current year. So the base year price will be there, quantity is also there. Current year only the prices they have given the values. Let us will see here for the calculation of aggregate expenditure method and the family budget method, what are the values that are required for substitution. So consumer price index according to aggregate expenditure method, we require the columns for P1, P0 and also P0, Q0. Let us will see here, and also for the family budget, we require a sigma P V, or we can write as IW divided by sigma W, the same formula of what we have used in average price rating that can be used for family budget method. So let us will go for calculation. The given information has to be written in one column. The first is items. Next is quantity base year they have given, write the second column. Then price for the base year, third column, and the price for the current year they have given for the next column. Now we require the calculation for what? One is P1 Q0, another one is P0 Q0. So P0 Q0 total will be called it will be called as B. That's what we have called. So here first we will calculate the P1 Q0 for aggregate expenditure method. That is 16 to 12 is 720, 45 into 8 is 360, 80 into 4 is 320, 90 into 9 is 810, 40 into 5 is 200, and 200 into 2 is 400. The total of all the values of P1 Q0 is 2810. Then we'll have to go for multiplication for the product of P0 into Q0. 50 into 12 is 600, 40 into 8 is 320, 70 into 4 is 280, 70 into 9 is 630, 20 into 5 is 100, 20 into 2 is 400. These two values are, that is sigma P0 Q0 is 2330. These two totals is required for the calculation of aggregate expenditure method. Now we'll have to write the formula and substitute the values. So cost of living index according to aggregate expenditure method is sigma P1 Q0 by P0 Q0. Now we'll guys consider these totals. 2810 divided by 2330 here. 2810 by 2330 into 100. That is the consumer price index is 120.60%. Now we have to go for the family budget method. That is the formula. Else we can write sigma IW or sigma I is nothing but P. In some problems there will be given the terms will be I for the calculation of P, and V, the total will be P0 into P0, that is sigma W or W. So W is equals to P0, P0, that is the weightage will have to multiply. If weights are not given means we can take the values of P0 into Q0. So for the calculation of P or for the calculation of Y, we require in what the average price related here, how I we used to calculate in the previous, in the same manner has to be calculated. So here we have to calculate P1 P divided by P0 into 100, that is current year price divided by base year price, 60 by 50 into 100, 45 by 40 into 100, 80 by 70, then 90 by 70 into 100, 40 by 20 into 100, and 200 by 200 into 100. So we calculate the value of P or I. So after calculation, this value of P, that is 120, 112.5, 114.2, 128.5, 200 and 110, these values should be multiplied with the value of B to require the summation PV for the family budget method. So 600 into 120 is 72,000. 320 into 112 is 36,000. 280 into 114 is 32,000. 630 into 128 is 81,000. 100 into 200 is 20,000. 400 into 10 is 40,000. Then the total of sigma PV is 2,81,000. This value has to be substituted in the formula. 2,81,000 divided by 2,820. The answer of cost of living index according to the family budget is 120.60. The question which has been given for the year 2014. So here we'll have to calculate the cost of living index number by using the family budget. Only one method there is given. So one is total items column, next is quantity and price they have given for the 2005 and price for the year 2012. So as it is how we write in the column, the first column will be the item, the second will be the quantity, that is of base year 20, then 2010, so 2005 base year price, 2010 current year price has to be located. Now we require for the calculation of family budget method, it is nothing but IW divided by sigma W. So that is the formula where we are going to be used here, sigma IW by sigma W. So I how you will calculate or P how you are going to calculate means it is nothing but P1 by P0 into 100. So P1 is 10 by 6 into 100 is 166. 4 by 2 into 100 is 200. 6 by 4 is into 100 is 150. 12 by 10 into 100 is 120. 12 by 8 is nothing but into 100 is 150. This is the values for the calculation of I. Then we'll have to multiply directly with this W column, that is nothing but P0 Q0 for substitution, that is IW divided by W. So after multiplying this with Q0 Q0, 300 into 166, 50,000, 200 into 200 is 40,000, 240 into 150 is 36,000, 300 into 120 is 36. Then 320 into 150 is 48. The total value will be IW is 2, that is 21, 2 lakh 10,000 divided by 1360, that is W column. The cost of living index will be 154.4125%. Let us will go for the third question. What they have given? Still constructing the price index number for the year 2014 and the basis of 2010. This is also for 2016 they have given, that has to be calculated for family budget method. So for the family budget method, these are the given information on this commodity and commodity consumed, that is the quantity for 2010, price for 2010, and current year price 2014 prices they have given. Now we'll have to substitute the same thing, so all the four columns, but for the family budget method we request now IW by W. So first we'll calculate the W column, then I column, then IW column. So W column, how we are going to calculate is P0 into Q0. 40 into 10 is 400, 30 into 6 is 180, 60 into 12 is 240, 60 into 6 is 360, 20 into 3 is 60, 180 into 2 is 360. Total W column will be 1600. Then we'll have to calculate the value of P or I. How means P1 by P0 into 100. 50 by 40 into 100 is 150. 40 by 30 into 100 is 133. 70 by 60 into 100 is 160, 80 by 60 into 100 is 133.22%, 20 by 30 by 20 into 100 is 150, 200 by 150 is 111.11. Then we have to multiply the value to substitute in the formula, that is IW required. So here it is I column, it is W column, 400 into 150 is 60,000, then 133 into 8, 180, 116 into 240, 133 into 360, 150 into 60, 111 into 360. The product of these two columns should be multiplied, then it will become IW, then total will be 2,08,998.6, that is the IW. Then divided by the W column, we are getting the value of the cost of living index, that is 130.62%. And the next here, they are given in the year 2007. So both the methods has to be calculated. One is family budget and aggregate expenditure. So one is commodities. Next is quantity columns they have given per unit how they have been measured. The base year price and current year price. This will be the P0 column. This is P0 column. This is P1 column. Now in the same manner we have to draw the table for calculating both the consumer price index and the family budget and aggregate expenditure. So whatever the columns they have given, the four columns has to be written as it is. Then we'll have to calculate first the W column, multiplication of P0 into Q0. This is P0 into Q0. The total will become 7,25,025. Then we require, because of both methods, we require both P0 Q0, Q0 as well as P1 Q0. So P1 Q0, the multiplication, the total will be 8,96,155. Then we require to calculate the value of I or P uh, by dividing the current year price by the base year price into 100. We will get the values. Then IW should be total. These are all the values has to be calculated for substituting in both the methods. So cost of living index according to family budget, the formula is IW or PW by W. The answer we got it is 123.60. Both the methods, uh, CLI will be the same, but only the methods are different. So aggregate expenditure also we'll have to substitute the value, we'll get the answer that is 123.360. So this is how we are going to calculate for the 14 marks. See the question 5th, this is the question which has been given in the 2010. So directly here they are given the index value and the weightage. So no P0, Q0 on the weights. So we can calculate with the help of this, that is weighted average. I think but family budget method. In the family budget, you know the formula is IW by W. So this is the index. What they have done is I column or P column. So we used to calculate earlier P1 by P0 into 100. So here there is no need to calculation. The entire values are directly they have given. And weightage also no need to calculate with P0, Q0. The direct values are given. Just we have to substitute the values in the formula for that. So one is group index and weight. We'll have to calculate IW column and total will be 11,546. Just apply the formula IW divided by sigma W. Then we'll get the answer, that is divided by 18, 129.73. This is how we are going to calculate it. And the next will be in the year 2013, he has given. So one is put the percentage of expenses they have given. One is price of 2002 and the price of 2005. So whatever the percentages they are given, that will be considered as a weightage for the commodities. So instead of writing 29%, directly we can able to write 29, 15, 25, 10, 21. The total weightage will be the 100. The price column base year price, current year price. So as we are going to calculate with the help of what? We are calculating this information with the help of this family budget method. So we are applying the formula. So here I has to be calculated here because the calculation of I is nothing but P1 by P0 into 100. Then we'll have to multiply the column for IW column. So P1 by P0, that is 147 by 140 into 100 will be 105. Then 30 by 30 into 100, 66 by 75 into 100, 20 by 25 into 100, 52 by 40 into 100. Then we'll get the values of I. These values should be multiplied with the W column to have the product of IW. The total of IW will be 10,275. Then we have to apply in the formula, that is the family budget method. So cost of living index or cost of price index sigma IW divided by sigma W, that is 10,275 divided by 100. The cost of living index will be 1.75. Thank you.